what's the thing that you think that makes you okay? Companies know that they need security. Everybody knows already. It's rare companies that, oh, do I need security? They accept already that they need tools, scanners. That's fine, but still there's a challenge selling security. Not solutions itself, but I know you were also on the solution side. I know it's hard to sell security even internally to the company. It's hard to sell new process, hard to sell a new ability and kind of such things like that. What other challenge on this side for you as a vendor that you face on the companies to, like, guys, why you need this solution, this kind of solution? It can be yours,
Yeah.
can be other. Price is one thing, but what are the challenges on this side to convince people that they need this kind of solutions?
Yeah. I mean, it's great. And listen, I guess we're in unusual times, right? There's wars unfortunately going on in the world. There's lots of macro factors, right? So, and the economy is in pretty poor shape, right? So the organizations we work with, be it large or small, are frankly, looking to typically trim costs from their trim from their budgets, right? So that could mean tool consolidation. It could be often just sticking with a tool that may not be fit for purpose, but they're just going to renew for another year because running a POC or running an evaluation or a procurement process costs money. So we're seeing some of that, right? But I think for us, it's there's with a tool like, well, let's talk about the application security posture management market per se, right? There is, that's a clear direction the market's moving in, and there's some clear pain that technologies like Apira are out to solve. And for us, it's focusing on things like improving our operational efficiencies, but fundamentally as well, reducing risk posture, and that's still a top priority for CISOs across all enterprises today. So I think, and again, the other thing as well, in terms of leveraging existing investments, that's important as well. So something we have a mantra here within Apiro is, let's leverage your existing investments in AppSec tools, be it SAST, SCA, DAST, etc. And let's contextualize those findings and help you prioritize to cut through the alerts and actually identify what's business impacting from a risk perspective. But I think, it's tough times for every vendor out there in the market today, but I think it's hooking on some core pain points that particular client has. But then, it's fundamentally risk reduction and operational efficiencies in terms of, fundamentally helping them build and release code as quickly as possible.
And I also think that we need, I guess, to be honest with ourselves. There are few drivers that the organization start to care about security. A, it's a breach. No one wants to get breached. It's embarrassing. It puts some people's role at stake. It for companies who went to IPO, it reduced the stock dramatically. If some it has a financial impact from a risk liability point. The second thing, so we talked about breach. This is one thing. The second thing is compliance, right? Like, I need to meet the compliance standards. In order to meet that compliance standards, I need to take seriously the data that I'm processing, my customers' information, the company that I'm involved in. I need to improve my security posture. If I won't do it, I won't meet my compliance. Usually, it's a very low dominator. Third piece, and it's the most important one, is trust with my customers, right? If I'm going to do a business with a very large financial organization, and in Apiro, for example, we scan code, right? Like, it's the most sensitive IP for every software organization. If they won't trust us that we take super seriously and cautiously, the way that we manage and protect their code, who can access to it, what are the security procedures, who can access production, all of that good stuff, how we develop our own software, how we are making sure that it's clear of vulnerabilities in our containers, in the development, the developers are going through background check. So generating that trust in order for you to close business is critical. And fourth point, which I didn't plan, but it's also a very good point, and also going back to your previous comment about impact to the society, right? So we have today this executive order of Biden, right, the 14028, speaks about growing complexity in cybersecurity threats and how organizations should embrace and improve their cybersecurity practices in order to prevent those very complex attacks. And it's a layered approach. You can't protect it in one layer. So you need to have that layer, and you need to change the culture, and you need to enable your developers. And it's an ongoing, repeatable process. And if it wasn't that way, so you didn't have a job, I didn't have a job, and we will never need like application security engineers and Devseccortes guys and anyone who can touch and push security forward. It's a hard task, but yeah.
Devseccortes.